You adulterous people, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Therefore, whoever wishes to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. James chapter 4, verse 4. It's interesting after the many times that James has called his readers brothers or beloved brothers, he addresses them here as you adulterous people. This is a strong call to repent. The Greek word used for adulteress is feminine. The ESV footnote says adulteresses. So a literal reading would suggest that James is accusing his female readers of engaging in adulterous sexual activity, but this is unlikely in its context, as the verses prior and following is a general rebuke. The clue to the feminine form and to the acquisition adulteress that James is making here is found in the prophetic books of the Old Testament. The prophets frequently compare the relationship between Yahweh and his people to a marriage relationship. For instance, Isaiah 54:5 says, "For your Maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel is your Redeemer, the God of the whole earth he is called." In this imagery, we see how the Lord is portrayed as the husband and Israel as the wife. Accordingly, in Jeremiah 3:20, "Surely as a treacherous wife leaves her husband, so have you been treacherous to me, O house of Israel, declares the Lord." And we see here that Israel's relationship with the Lord is threatened by her idolatry, and so she can be accused of committing adultery. This marital imagery for the covenant relationship between God and Israel is picked up by Jesus. In Matthew 12:39 and 16:4, he calls those who rejected him a wicked and adulterous generation. So, following this tradition, James uses adulteresses to label his readers as unfaithful people of God. And it is important to note that his audience are not openly disclaiming God or rejecting him, but instead their sinful actions are pointing toward their misalignment with God. This is why James frequently addresses his audience as double-minded people, because they were claiming to follow God but doing things contrary to God. That's why in this case he calls them adulterous people. And the reminder of the verse warns about befriending the world and its consequences. We will study that tomorrow. Have a blessed day.